like in there. Well, not in there, but around. So I did some grocery shopping. I got some stuff, and I guess I'm either gonna go out to eat now because I'm waiting for someone that's in the convenience store or grocery store, and then yeah, probably gonna go out to eat. You'd be surprised because look how I'm dressed, right? People were still staring. Oh, I ended up buying 4 dresses. Hey everyone, so I'm back, and I bought myself a bunch of nice dresses actually, because on my way to the mosque I was waiting for someone and I had some time to kill, and I ended up seeing like a nice store, so I ended up buying 4 beautiful dresses like this. This one, another one in navy blue, identical, and then I bought a yellow one. I'm gonna take these with me to Petra. And then I bought a green one. Isn't it beautiful? So these are the dresses I'm gonna take with me. A few people were surprised actually. The person that I met up with at the place, at the mosque, was shocked because I was wearing like a nice Jordanian anyways. Hey everyone. So I want to make sure, I think I'm like expressing everything that I need to say or I want to say, because I don't know when I'm going to be making more videos next, because I have to really concentrate on my work. But because people have been saying to me, like my friend, when I was walking, okay, so basically there is someone in this building who asked me to go to the Sharif Hussein Mosque today, and I agreed to go, but because there was like an hour ahead of time, I decided to get dressed, and mind you, the 3 dresses that I bought last week, and the niqab, and 2 niqabs that I bought, and a hijab, I went with Natalie and Firas from Petra. They went to Saudi Arabia for the day or 2. They came back through Aqaba. Yeah, so they came back through Aqaba, and then we met up for an hour or 2. We did some shopping, and then they invited me to go to see the races in Wadi Rum, but I said no, I'm gonna stay in Aqaba for a bit, right? Well, actually for 3 months really. So they are the ones that are going to be taking me to Petra on the 16th up into the 18th or 19th, and they are going to be my 2 witnesses for legally getting my certification for Islamic conversion. Okay, I'm going to mention again, so many people are saying, Talad, you do not need a certificate. If I'm ever going to do my Umrah and Hajj, which is mandatory in Islam, I need a certificate, guys. Do you understand? Anyways, so Firas did a great negotiation job, and I got a really amazing deal. Yeah, so I got a really amazing deal on all those dresses and everything that I got. I pretty much paid the same amount for 4 dresses that I bought this on my own, but the other material is way higher quality. And the thing is, yeah, I could have really negotiated with the Arab merchant guy, but I was watching a family of women go in there, and when they didn't get the price that they wanted, they just left. They left. And I see this man, he's working all day, and I felt so bad that I was like, I just had it lowered a tiny bit, and I didn't want to, I was like, no, I'm just gonna give him this amount of money, and Anyway, so I was walking, of course. I said, okay, I'll meet the guy in the building instead of walking together. Yeah, so they're actually having, like, they're literally have fights. And on my way back from the mosque, One of them, like a security guard, is sitting there in front of the stairs that I have to go so that he can catch me and talk to me, because he wants to speak to me and I'm not talking to him. And I didn't even have to tell on everybody, because everything is watched here. And Arab men are very protective, jealous, and possessive, okay? Especially over women. So you're never gonna have an issue when it comes to, are you safe with Arabic people, because they will make sure you are taken care of. So I went to the mosque. So I was walking and my friend messages me. She's like, how does it feel wearing a hijab and dressed up when you're walking? Because every single time I walk the street, there's men, they all do the same thing. Psst, 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 at me from far. Psst, psst, psst. They don't bother me, like they don't harass me or anything, but it's their way of calling me to them. How do you respond to that? I don't even, just ignore. But yeah, literally everybody is trying to talk to me. So when I'm dressed like that, she's like, how does it feel? And I'm like, oh my goodness, people are still looking at me. Like the guys are still looking at me. So interestingly, the more you know. The more you know. I don't have a problem with people staring at me. I'm used to it. Especially in Armenia, everybody stares. But, you know, people ask questions. They wonder how I'm doing. And this is, you know. And the guy that I went to the masjid with, he's like, they're looking at you, they're looking at me. They're looking at you, they're looking at me. So last week when I was behind the building, having a cup of coffee, one of the security guards, I was talking to him for a little bit, and the sunset was going down, you know. It was the day where I had gone to the castle, because this apartment is literally next to the castle, the Arab Revolt Castle of Sharif Hussein, I believe so, right? And as we're talking, me and the security, and there's another security, we're just chatting, right? All of a sudden, this young, maybe like 20, 23 years old Turkish, and I can tell he's Turkish because he's wearing a huge t-shirt with a Turkish flag on it. And the guy looks more Armenian than I do, like his facial features, okay? He looks at my face. I've got Armenian writings on my face. All of a sudden, he turns to his friend and he goes, psst, 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 psst. They're gossiping. They come, they stand on the corner. For 45 minutes, these two Turkish guys, every single time he's walking up and down, trying to come closer and closer to me so that I notice his shirt. And he's like pulling out his shirt and he's doing this, and I'm like completely ignoring, because what are you doing? Are you expecting me to be like, hey, you effing Turk, get out of here? We were right underneath the Hijaz Arab Revolt flag. You know? Like, it's like he's expecting one of us to be like F off or something, but we're all just like, the three of us versus the two of them. We're just like two Jordanian security guards and me. We're just all pretending as if they don't even exist, you know? I'm like, I'm not entertaining these, like, I'm not entertaining this. I'm not even looking at them, you know? I could see what they're doing, but I'm not looking at them. Just really immature. Very immature. People are probably looking at me when I'm wearing all like hijab and Arabian dress, because I look like a khanam khatan. That's probably why. So in the masjid, I actually met an Algerian woman from France, beautiful girl. Her name is Elham. We were talking for a good 40 minutes. And then I also met a mother and daughter, Jordanians, very beautiful people. They hardly spoke English, but they're like doing this to me every second, you know, they want to talk to me. I noticed more of like the older generation, 40s and over. They love like the women that they wear the hijabs and stuff. They love my face tattoos. But I noticed, like the other day I went grocery shopping, and the lady, the way she's smiling at me. Yeah, so at the grocery store, the way the lady was staring at me was like, she was just in awe. She was just smiling at me and everything. And Yeah, so I noticed like maybe 18, mainly in Aqaba, not in Amman, because like even the 18, 19-year-olds in Amman were very welcoming with my tattoos. This is Bedouin culture, this is Arabian culture, about my face tattoos. But here in Aqaba, I noticed like the 18, 19-year-old girls, not the guys, but the girls wearing hijabs, they kind of look, not weird, but they kind of look like they're talking to amongst each other about my face tattoos, you know what I mean? It's not a problem, doesn't matter. But the concept of me having to wear a niqab, which I think is the best sort, is needed, because like I said, every single guy that sees me wants my attention here. And they all are connected. Okay, people talk. It's so basically what I'm trying to insinuate is the Jordanian mentality is very similar to Armenian mentality in every way, from what I've seen so far. Because you know what, you hear about things, right? Whether it's online or what people say through word of mouth, and then when you see things with your own eyes, I'm telling you right now, Armenians and Jordanians are so similar. Except I think, yeah, they're very similar. Oh my goodness, are they ever? Very, very similar, guys. The everything. The mind. So, yeah, the Algerian girl was like, okay, wow. So I thought she said that as a Muslim, if I was to go to Armenia, she's going to visit Armenia because of me. She was telling me how, yeah, like I said, she's going to visit Armenia because of me. And she said, I thought that Armenians would discriminate against women that wear hijabs or Muslim women. I'm like, no, not at all. Yerevan, Armenia is full of Iranians. They wear hijabs. Armenian women, when they enter the church, it's mandatory to cover their head with a hijab. They may not wear it the same, but Armenians are judgmental towards each other, but when it comes to non-Armenians, even Muslims, they're not as judgmental. I'm telling you. If you are a Muslim and you speak one or two words, you are welcome in all Armenian communities. I will tell you right now. Because like I said, our main issue is amongst each other rather than the outside world or other cultures. We are very good friends with Iranians. We have an Iranian mosque in Yerevan. So there you go.